Types of adsorption. That one is what? Physical adsorption. Next is what? Chemical adsorption. Here what happens? The molecules comes and attach this. This is all right dotted line. This is what? Weak bond. Here I'll write like this arrow. The bond formed between the surface and the molecule is very, very strong. Here, since it's a weak, this is a weak bond. This is called physical absorption. This is strong bond. This is called chemical absorption. Can you follow? Therefore, remember physical absorption and chemical absorption. Now, here bond is weak bond. Here strong bond. This you have to remember this. Right? These are very, very important things, right? Let us study the effect of temperature on physical absorption and chemical adsorption. What is the effect of temperature? Now, for the physical absorption, what I write, the temperatures along the x-axis. This is the extent of absorption. That is what? Extent of adsorption. How much is absorbed on the surface? See, on the surface. Here what? Mass of the substance. Right? How much? This is what is x. How much mass absorbed? The mass of the substance is equal to 100 gram of carbon. And here 2 gram of carbon dioxide is absorbed, or poisonous gas is adsorbed. Then what is the absorption? 2 by 100. At what temperature? At one particular temperature. At 10 degree. 20 degree temperature is rises, no? It decreases. At 0 degree it more. When temperature is less, more it absorbs. When the temperature rises, what happens? Gradually decreases. Why? When the temperature rises, because it is a weak bond, is it not? It will fly off. Previously it is 2. When the temperature was 2, by this remain constant. Right? Then what? At 20 degree, it will become 1.8. At 30 degree, 1.2. It is not linear. It is it comes like this, right? It was absorbing so much. Now gradually it is reaching like this. As the temperature rises, what happens? Evaporation takes place. It goes off. It is weak, right? Degree of extension. Therefore, this is x by m. It's called extent of adsorptions. There is a measure of extent of adsorption. This is mass of the absorbent. Okay. This is x is what? Mass of the absorbate. See, the technical word is important. Which is absorbent? Which is absorbate? These also all 4 choice are there. See, every minute detail you must know. Little, right? Here, A and B they give like this. Right? A sit on B. Therefore, which is absorbent? Absorbate. Like this technical they'll ask. Absorbent, absorbate. The absorbate is the larger quantity. Absorbent is small. That means the absorbent is what? The gas. Absorbate. So, absorbate is the gas. Absorbent is what? The mass, like carbon. Absorbate is arsenic or poisonous gas or carbon dioxide. Okay? Therefore, as temperature rises, the extent of absorbent decreases. Understood? There is extent of physisorption or physical absorption or physisorption decreases. Now, in the case of chemisorption, This is extent of absorption. This is the temperature. As the temperature increases, what happens? Gradually adsorption takes place. That is, it increases, reaches one particular maximum value. Then further increase in temperature, it decreases. See, you must know the graph. They may give the graph in, you have to supposed to identify in the NEET exams, right? How to identify physics option and chemistry option, right? This graph represent chemistry option, this represent physics options, right? This is also important, all that. Small technical word. Okay. Why this increase? See, this is attribution is this. Here, this particular part. In a chemical reaction, this is the energy of the reactant and energy of the product. That means during the reaction, it need an activation energy, is it not? This is activation energy because it need threshold energy. You know that what is threshold energy? This is the total energy required to form the product, and already it has certain energy that is called energy of the reactant. In order to get the product, it has to achieve further so much reaction. That means so much energy. Already it has got 5 joules. Say, still another 30 joules is required. So the 35 joules is called an activation energy. Suppose once it get the reaction, it forms the product. Energy of the product it forms. See, in those time, the chemical reaction where you have done what? Energy of the product is what? Less than the, here what? Energy of the product is less than energy of the reactant. Then delta H is what? Negative. For spontaneity, this is important, is it not? We have done all this. Here, sometime if it is upward, if it goes EP, is more, this is called endothermic. Endothermic is not at all possible in all this, throughout. You never get delta H is positive in this, any of this. Therefore, here what happens? All these things, these portions, here heat is absorbed to become an activation energy and form the product. In the process, gradually your absorption increases. Remember, this activation, whatever the energy we are giving, temperature, up to this, from here to here, it is utilized to activate the reactant molecules. It is spent for activation energy. Understood? Therefore, you have to be remembering that one. What is the EA is what? See, threshold energy, activation energy, energy of the reactant product. This and all we have already done in chemical kinetics. That you remember, recollect it. Okay. See, remember here what happens? Here, bond from this region to this region. This is called what? Bond formation takes place. That is the reason what will happen. You'll have adsorptions. See, remember, there is another important difference. Physics option only one surface. That means one layer. One layer. Here, multiple layer. Chemistry option is what? Multiple layer. But that happens only in the surface. This is an important for an exam. Remember. Here, weak bond. Here, strong bond. Heat absorbed is what? Heat liberated is less. Here is more. Here, bond formation. And further, if we heat, what will happen? Bond breaks. All this molecule, whatever it comes there, will fly off. Right? The more, right? Once you give more energy, what will happen? Whatever is attached comes and goes. Therefore, that the extent of adsorption decreases. Right? Therefore, there is the optimum temperature is important. Optimum temperature at which maximum adsorptions. That is chemical. Therefore, optimum temperature is the characteristics of the chemistry options. Right? See next, what is the effect of pressure on physics option and chemistry options? Here about 8 questions or 8 to 9 questions of the entrance exams, all India competitive exams and different exams it has come. Even for the NEET, one of the questions may appear in this. Therefore, you have to be very, very careful in this portion. Right? There are totally 8 questions. 8 to 9 questions will cover if I do this. Out of that 8, 2 may or 1 may appear on this chapter. Right? Therefore, you have to be very, very careful. Okay? Just Here, apart from after doing this, again go through the textbook fully, right? CBSE textbook and your college notes plus this also, right?